Gatto's Basic Kitchen. Today we're going to be making steak and potatoes. We got Kansas City steaks. If you don't know what that is, it's just a leaner cut of a New York strip. It's like the front part of it without the fat on there. You're going to need a big pan and a baking sheet. So first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to set your oven to 425 and get these potatoes cut up. So the first step, obviously, you're going to want to rinse all your potatoes off. And you're going to cut your potatoes really thin. Like that. Not too much thicker. You want them to basically be chips. Now once you got those chopped up, you're going to want to put a little olive oil on them. Get the olive oil nice and dispersed onto them. And then you want to season with rosemary. Your potatoes are going to take the longest to cook, so you're going to want to start these first. So get your rosemary on there. Now once you've got those nice and seasoned to your liking, you're going to want to lay them out on this pan flat across it like this. They can kind of be overlapping a little bit, but you want to try and layer them the best you can so that they cook. So we're just going to put them all down like this. And then if you want, right before you toss it in the oven, you can give them another little shaking. And you should also put a little salt and pepper on them. Because who doesn't love salt and pepper on potatoes? So you're looking and you say, hey, I made too much. Now that's insane. You never have too many potatoes. Everybody knows this to be a fact. Especially the Irish. Also, you want to make sure you separate each one of them too. We got a few in here that are a little larger than they should be. These potatoes were kind of funky in size, so did the best I could. Okay, so once you got those all lined up on the pan, we're going to give them another good shaking with some rosemary. Take some salt and pepper. Now after you cover the potatoes and the salt and pepper and rosemary, you're going to want to take some Parmesan cheese and just drizzle it across them. And don't be afraid to go heavy on the cheese. Once you feel like you've got enough cheese on there, which is another thing, you never can have enough cheese, then we're ready to go in the oven for 45 minutes. So while your potatoes are in the oven, you're going to turn towards these steaks now. So first thing about them is you want your steaks to be about room temperature. So these, we took these out this morning, so you can see the package is a little soaked through. So we're open these up, take them out of the paper and plastic. And then we're gonna grab a plate to put these on. So these are really thin, so they cook pretty quick. So what you want to do is turn your pan on kind of high so that you can get a nice sear on it. And they'll only take about between 3 and maybe 4.5 minutes to cook, depending on how you like them on each side. So, hang on. Sorry, can't have a dirty kitchen. Gotta wipe everything up. So first thing is you want to make sure your pan's already hot, and you need to season these bad boys up. So as always, we do pepper, salt, garlic. Can't go wrong. Also, if you like to add a little more flavor, you can throw on some thyme leaves or rosemary, but since we have rosemary potatoes, we're not going to do that. What I like to do is use this mixture, which is all three, salt, pepper, and garlic, because they're nice big grainy chunks. So you're going to want to coat them. You're going to flip them. Do it again on both sides. And they're going to lose a lot of their seasoning while they're cooking, so you want to make sure they're seasoned before you put them on, and then while you're cooking them, you want to re-season. So, pan, make sure that's nice and hot. You're going to toss about a tablespoon of olive oil in there. You want to make sure that oil gets all over the pan. Now these are gonna, when you put these down, they should sizzle immediately. If they don't sizzle, your pan's not hot enough. So we are going to set another timer. And we're going to do 3 minutes on each side. So you hear that sizzle? All right, so 3 minutes. You don't want to check the steaks. You can usually just kind of poke them and feel about how done they are. That one's still really squishy in the middle, so that one's probably rare. I'd say that one's about medium. This one's that one's gonna end up well done, more than likely. This one's about medium well. And with your steaks, you want to make sure you let them rest for a little while. Usually about 5 minutes, you'll want to let them sit and rest. Really stubborn. So while you're letting those rust, you can check on your potatoes. So now your 45 minutes are up. Time to check on your potatoes. Those potatoes should have a nice sizzle going on to them. Some of them are a little extra crispy. But there we go. There's your potatoes.